They thought I was a twin because I go dark in the sun and white sometimes. These few days, I realize people are very fake, hiding in their houses and judging others. One of the boys from the previous house where I cleaned their garden used to pass by me in the morning and evening, holding his phone and pressing it until he passes by me while I was either sitting on my bags or laying on the ground, making me believe he is also part of the people helping me. Even the Chinese was coming here. So imagine if I was a dum-dum, as they think, or I was a small girl. I will be back smiling with them and making them my friends while they keep time passing me by and pulling strings. Time has passed and they moved on, but I haven't because I'm the damaged one. I'm the one in pain. So now I'm here and I'm back and I see them every day going up and down and we don't talk as it used to be. Good, good morning. It's a beautiful day. It's my day. I'm a Sunday. Esi Akusua like an egg, like the sun. So I woke up and this is what I did. I started from where the pool is. That's what I did so far. It's a rotary something, guys. It rotates. It's a rotary. Every day, every single day, you have to read. You saw me clearing up there, and look how many days, and then the weeds are back. So today I did this, and yeah, um, it continues. It's a rotary. It continues. So before I start off my day, before I hit the leftover banku and eat, I saw this paper. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, in the book when I opened it. I don't know if I went shopping and then I got this or it's from the bank because of the type of paper it is. So it's either from the bank or because I like to put money inside books. And this one, there is no money, but there is the paper. So I don't know. The length of the paper indicates like shopping or book. Like I said, I bought this book when I was very young, when I was very little. So I don't really recall. So yeah, I don't know why I put this paper here. So guys, let's read the reason why I put it here. So let's see. Have hospital bills and guys, hold on. Let me put the tripod before it flips. So yes, dead as a doornail. So why did I put this sheet that the acid also attacked here? So let's begin. This is chapter 38. 38. Dead as a doornail. So have hospital bills and any stay in a hospital in this day and age in an expensive one. I would incur a few medical bills during the past year, and it had taken me a long, painful time to pay them off. Now I was profoundly glad I had that twinge of caution. In the normal course of things, I don't look real far ahead because I'm used to living day to day. But Sam's injury had opened my eyes. I had been thinking of how badly I needed a new car. Well, a newer second-hand one. Everything is my life, guys. So far, everything is my life, and I'll explain to you after. Okay. He said I had been thinking of how dingy the living room drafts were, how pleasant it would be to order new ones from J.C. Penney. It had even crossed my mind that it would be a lot of fun to buy a dress that wasn't on sale. But I had been shocked out of such fuel. Guys, somebody was in my stationery when I was out of the country. Somebody was in my stationery. Somebody was in my stationery when I was out of the country because I was robbed. I was robbed and I came back. But guys, we'll talk about that later on. But I have been shocked out of such frivolity when Sam had his leg broken. As Connie the Cops introduced the next song, one of these nights, Eric examined my face. Sam and Eric are in my life, guys. We will talk. Eric examined my face. I wish that I could read your mind as you can read the minds of others. He said, I wish very much that I could know what was going in your head. I wish I knew why I cared what's going on in that head. I gave him a lopsided smile. Ha ha ha. I agree to the terms. Free blood and lodging. Though the lodging won't necessarily be with me. What about the money? Eric smiled. I will take my payment in kind. I like Sam owing me a favor. I called Sam with the cell phone he had lent me. I explained. Sam sounded resigned. There is a place in the bar the vamp can sleep. Oh, all right. Room and board and a favor. When can he come? I relied I relayed the question to Eric. Right now, Eric beckoned to a human witness who was wearing the low-cut long black dress all the female human employees wore. I will tell you something about vampires. I will tell you something about vampires. They don't like to wait tables, and they are pretty poor at it too. Wow, the book is dropping while I read. It's Can you see it dropping while I read it all over here on my legs and on the car? I'll show you when I'm done reading. You won't catch a vamp buzzing tables either. The vamps almost always hire humans to do the grievous work at their establishment. Eric told her to fetch Charles. Charles is also the police guy that used to come to guard the police IGP. Eric was my friend living around me at that time. I used to sell perfume with Eric at that time when I was living next opposite the uh, police IGP's house. So Eric and I were friends. We used to sell perfumes together, take walks together. Yeah, and Charles was the police guy who used to come around. Most of the time, he would stay with me inside the house we were living in. That's Charles. Eric told her to fetch Charles from behind the bar. She bowed, fished to her opposite shoulder, and said, "Yes, master." And Sam is the girl I worked Anivia with. Sam is the girl I worked Anivia with, who I'll go to her house. She will leave me and then go to the other room with her brother and her sister. That's Sam. Her actual name is Samira, but we used to call her Sam. Sam. That is how her mother calls her Sam, and that's how I call her also Sam. But her name is Samira. Yeah. So she bowed, fished to her opposite shoulder, and said, "Yes, master." Honestly, it's just about it just about made you sick. Anyway, Charles leapt over the bar critically, and while patrons applauded, he made his way to Eric's booth. Bowing to me, he turned to Eric with an air of attentiveness that should have seemed subservient, but instead seemed simply matter of fact. "This woman will tell you what to do. As long as she needs you, she is your master." I just couldn't decipher Charles Twinning's expression as he heard Eric's directive. Lots of vampires simply wouldn't agree to being at a human's beck and call, no matter what their head honcho said. "No, Eric," I was shocked. "If you make him answerable to anyone, it should be Sam. Sam sent you. I'm entrusting Charles' direction to you." Eric's face closed down. I knew from experience that once Eric got that expression, there was no arguing with him. I couldn't see where this was going, but I knew it wasn't good. "Let me get my coat, and I'll be ready anytime it pleases you to leave," Charles Twining said, bowing in a courtly and gracious way that made me feel like an idiot. I made a strangled noise in acknowledgement, and though he was still in the down position, his patch free eye rolled up to give me a wink. I smiled. I smiled involuntarily and felt much better. Over the music system, Connie the Cops said, "Hey, you night listeners, continuing 10 in a row for us genuine deadheads. Here's a favor." Connie began playing "Here Comes the Night," and Eric said, "Will you dance?" Eric said, "Will you dance?" I looked over at the little dance floor. It was empty. Here Comes the Night. This is chapter 38, 39. So this is New York Times bestseller, Charlene Harris. It reads, "I love the imaginative, creative world of Charlene Harris. Everyone should read Dead as a Doornail." Christine Freehand. Christine Freehand. This is like, if I'm to go into my stationery and start finding stuff, it might make or break some of my relationships with people, because it seems, and the only person maybe who can go into my things and give information is Rebecca. That's it. It's Rebecca. As I told you, when I was young, I was very, very intelligent. Guys, I used to even close from school and read books on the way. I used to write people's notes for them and all that. And yeah, I used to write people's notes for them and all that. And my ways were complicated, my ways were different. So if there is anybody around me who will betray me or give information to people, to the government especially, because Rebecca, from the time and years that I've gone to learn, Rebecca was connected to the government and to the kings. Yeah, and to the kings. And the two of us, from the time I have studied and putting things together, she was the one giving information for them, you know, my lifestyle, what I was doing, what was going on, and maybe that's why they took her. Yeah, because the information stopped, and once it stopped, then everything stops. Everything stops coming. So, looking back and looking at things, anyway, that's the life. Certain things people do and people say, even from these two sides that I've read, it resonates with me a lot. It clicks with me a lot. I can relate to it a lot. I have lived that life. I have experienced that life. So yeah. Rebecca was the one feeding them with information. A Suki Stockhouse novel. Yeah, dead as a doornail. When I was in Romania, they broke into my apartment. They stole my laptop. They stole my white gold watch. They stole it. And then I came back. When I came, my room was scattered. Everything was on the floor. My panties, my braziers, everything was on the floor when I arrived in Ghana. And they had a dog in the house. They had a dog in the house. Before I even left, Rebecca asked me if she could have my TV. It wasn't Rebecca, it was Robbie. Robert. Robert Mensa. He was the one. He asked if he could have my TV, and then I gave it to him, and then Rebecca went for it. Yeah. So anyway, as time goes on, that's why I keep saying I have information. That's why they fucked my tablet up. I have information. And so now, dead as a doorbell, this is what Robin and I we are doing to each other. This is what Robin and I are doing to each other. Or this is what Robin did to me. I am this green lady, and that's Robin holding me and showcasing me to the world who I am, what I can do. The government showcasing me to the world. The people I call family who doesn't know me showcasing me to the world. Moving from places to places, dead, 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 dead. This is me, and that's Robin holding me. This is like my story, and this is my life. This is me. Let me read the back for you. Natural and humorous dialogue and a nicely paced plot help make this the best entry yet in the series. Publishers Weekly, Stead Review, Dead as a Doornail. Small town cocktail waitress Suki Stockhouse has had more than her share of experience with the supernatural, but now it's really hitting close to home. When Suki sees her brother Jason's eyes start to change, she knows he's about to turn. Who eyes changes black? I'll wait. When Suki sees her brother Jason's eyes start to change, she knows he's about to turn into a were panther. Who calls himself Panther in my life? Mr. Daniel, the one I took a loan of 10,000 Ghana cedis from, who I gave this car to, to sell and give me back my share. And then Tad went to fix the car. That cost like 1,500 Ghana cedis. And then I got the car back. He calls himself Panther and he calls me Eagle. When Suki sees her brother Jason's eyes start to change, she knows he's about to turn into a were panther for the first time. A transformation he embraces more readily than more shapeshifters she knows. But her concern becomes cold fear when a sniper sets his deadly sight on the local Chengling population. Changing population, and Jason's new Panther brethren suspect he may be the shooter. Now Suki has until the next full moon to find out who is behind the attacks. The dove. The story behind the dove. The story behind the dove. The story behind the dove. Now Suki has until the next full moon to find out who is behind the attacks, unless the killer decides to find her first. Plot twists and fascinating characters abound. Library Journal, a delightful Southern vampire detective series. The Denver Post. The Denver Post. Guys, that is why I hate the government. I hate the people. I hate family. I hate friends because they don't let you grow. Even before you start crawling, they steady you. That is why I call kids vampires. I call kids aliens. They give birth to them with nothing, and some of them they steal from their parents. The doctors instill a life in them, a soul in them. Some of them, their parents instill themselves in them. Then they start studying you. Let me take this off. Oh no, let me just leave it on. Then they start studying you, your movement, your progress. What are you up to? What are you doing in your future? So all their life they are bored. They are bored. That is why the rich they link their life to the poor. The lazy they link their life to the intelligent. The lazy they link their life to hardworking people. The geniuses, the billionaires link their life to the geniuses and suck the intelligence out of them, suck the lives out of them. That is why they link and they link and they link and they link. As a child, they will study your way, they will study your progress. It's like you are a lab rat. You are a lab rat. I am a lab rat since I was a child. They've made movies out of me, series out of me. Why did they burn Los Angeles recently? Why did they burn LA recently? They link their life to you. They study your progress like a lab rat. You are intelligent. How can you go to school, learn how many subjects a day? In Africa, you learn like 5, 6 subjects a day. Close from school and still read on the road without fearing if a car will hit you, without fearing anything, and you are reading on the road. Let's take care and make her a lab rat. That is why I had a bicycle without brakes. So all those, what is the name? That thing that you guys you ride and then you use your leg to stop it. It's from me. I forgot the name of it. It's from me. It's from, is it a scooter? No, that's not a scooter. That's that board. That board. Because I had a bicycle with no brakes, so I will go on the hill and then let go. So I will come all the way, and then when I'm landing, I use my legs. I use my legs. So they created those boards with the ties, the 4 ties, and then you just stand on it and then you ride it. I'm a lab rat, guys. I'm a lab rat since I was a baby, since I was a child. They've studied me and made your life better, your life beautiful, and I'm still here struggling, stuck here with not a dime, with no friend, with no love, with no family, and pain, and pain, and pain every single day. Pain, every single day, pain, every single day, tears. My pain brings you money, my tears bring you money, and I'm begging people, They're sending me 50 CDs. They're sending me what they can. I'm a lab rat. I'm a lab rat. Dead as a doornail. Dead as a doornail. So if Rebecca wasn't giving the information, who gives the information? You know the person who moves in with me, Elizabeth? After Elizabeth gives information, didn't they reward her with whatever she wants? Haven't they rewarded her with respect, love, money? Haven't they rewarded her with everything and everything? This is the life that I live. This is the life that I live. I'm going to read this book again, and I'm going to see the information Rebecca gave, the information is this book. Not even if not Rebecca, when I bought the book, the people that was around who saw me buying this book, they also read it. They also read it. What they've put in on the way, what they've orchestrated on the way, and there is still more to come. There is still more to come, guys. I'm going to open my stationery when I'm home. When I finish reading this book, and every single of them, I'll bring them out and then I'll talk about every single of them. I'll bring it out and I'll talk about every single of them. That's Robin, and that's me. That can be the government. That can be me. This person doesn't matter. This can be my family. This can be the government. This can be the people. This can be anybody holding me, dragging me. This can be Tad and the family. This can be the Lebanese. This can be the Indians, the Nigerians, the whole world coming and feeding off me. This can be anybody. And that's me. They've killed me and they are showing me to the world. Moving me from places to places, showcasing me, showcasing me, showcasing me. I'm going to eat my banku. And then life still goes on. I'll act like I don't know, I haven't seen, and life still goes on. My baby, today is a good day. You showed yourself. Guys, remember I told you about some Turkish. I've been watching their channel and they live in a caravan which has even a balcony. I just watched one of their videos. I downloaded it a few times ago and then I just watched it. And they've repainted the caravan into this color. Guys, it's not a joke, into this color. So, oh my God, it's dead. Ah, that's why it flew on my hand. Cause I was eating and I turned and it's on my hand. It's a ladybug. Only to find out it's dead. Fuck. So this is exactly how they've painted it. Oh, can you see? It's a bit yellowish goldish with white. Look. And I look on my hand and there's a ladybug with the same color. I just finished watching the video just right now. I turn like this and there is a ladybug with the same color. With the same color, guys. Like, is this a coincidence or like nature wants to show them we can fly with her? Ah, ah. Guys, I let it go. I don't even know where it is right now, but I let it go. Every time something like this will happen, Mr. Onda would say, "Holla, holla, holla, holla." But this is really holla, holla. Like, what happened? How did you know I was watching this video and they've changed the color into that for you to fall into my hand? May your soul rest well. May you find happiness wherever you are. Holla, holla.